Hello guys, and welcome back to another game of One Piece card game. So today I am facing against Mike. This is actually the second game from yesterday. I'm not playing Purple Luffy this time, I'm playing Red Purple Luffy, the 6 cost 3 life leader. Wanted to get a little bit of variety, and he wanted more Sakazuki practice, so I went ahead and switched decks because I actually do like this deck. Warning, I do have a proxy in this deck. It's the 10 cost Luffy. We'll see if it even comes up this game. But here we go. I think we are both mulliganing and taking our second hands. And here we go. Let's see. If I remember correctly, I did not actually ramp well this game. But I think Red Purple Luffy actually has a pretty good matchup into Sakazuki, usually just because he is a 6k leader. So here we go, he cycles out a Hina, and I have nothing to play, no Zero Juro, so I go ahead and swing 9 into life. I know he's happy to see that I'm not starting some ramp. It's not too good against this deck anyway. He can clear it pretty easily with just a Hound Blaze and a swing from leader. So he goes 7 to life. I go ahead and take this because I'm looking for something to actually play. And he goes brand new, and he ends up taking a Tashigi, and he puts another Hina and a brand new into the trash. And he cycles another Hina. That's 3 Hinas already, and he passes turn. So here I go into my 5 Don turn. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. I see I have 2 Rush Luffys and no ramp, so I decide I'm gonna go 7 here just to see if he'll take it. He's got a lot of cards in hand. He goes ahead and takes it, and he actually has 9 cards in hand. So I drop the law, and I do go ahead and hit 2 cards out of hand. And here I'm explaining, I was like, yeah, this is good, but it's not that good. I'm just putting you in range for a second one. Like, I'm only taking 2 of his 9 cards, so he still has 7 in hand. But it's good, because I need to whittle the hand down anyway. It's a huge hand, but I hit a Lucci and a 3000 Worlds, which is actually very nice. So that way my law actually gets to stick here. Of course, Sakazuki runs so much removal, it could just also go to like literally anything this deck wants to throw at me. So 6 Don turn for Mike. He's counting out what he wants to do here. It looks like he has Lucci, and he's got a bunch of events. Yep, so 3000 Worlds anyway. I think he opened up double Lucci, double 3000 Worlds. That's kind of funny. I go ahead and counter out of the 7k swing. No, yeah, 7k swing. Pretty heavily. I went a little over. But I got rid of a Rush Luffy because I had 2. I don't think I was going to drop 2 of them this game, but yeah. So I'm minus a Don from Law, so this means I'm going up to 6, so it's keeping me off curve even more. Let's see what I decide to do here. It looks like I got 3 Queens, a Rush Luffy, and a Whitebeard, and 1 more card. I think it's an Uta. I swing 6, he 2k counters. I swing 7 just because I have nothing else I can do here. There's no ramp, and I don't want to minus Don this early and go down 2. He hits a Great Eruption, making me discard a card. There goes the Uta. And I just pass over. My hand at this point is kind of clogged, but it could also be fixed. My issue is I don't have anything to offset the Queen ramps here, or the Queen minus effect. I have nothing to go back up. So he's sitting on 8 Don turn. He's looking at a Luffy. This is not a problem for him to get over. This Luffy's, with the 3000 Worlds and the Lucci and his minus effect, like, there's just so many answers he has for this Luffy. It's not even an issue for him. He's going to go 9 into life, but then he takes it back and goes 7. It's okay. I pull another, I think, a Whitebeard off of life, and my hand is just kind of really bad. Yeah, so he Hound Blazes, and he goes 6 into life. I go ahead and 1k counter because I have 3 Queens in hand. So now I'm here, I'm like, man, his hand is huge. He's got 1 life left. I got to do something here. So I drop Whitebeard. I go 8 into life because I need him to drop cards, or I need him to take the life, or I need him to block. Like, something has to happen here. So I have to make him lose value, but I also have to stay alive because I do not have much counter in hand. I make him drop 2 2k counters, so he goes up to 9. And here we go. He's at 10 Don. I am at 9. Does not feel good to be in this position. It's gonna take a second to think here. He has a blocker, but he kind of has to either get rid of the Whitebeard or lose the blocker anyway. So he cycles out the Kuzan, and I kind of missed what he drew there. He's gonna check his trash. Must have another Rebecca in there. Looks like he drew a 1-cost character, probably a Suru or something. Let's see, I think he's assessing if he can actually get rid of the Whitebeard. So let's see, he goes Ice Age, bringing my Whitebeard down to a 4-cost. Taps 3, he goes Tashigi, bringing me all the way down to a 2-cost. And at this point, it's easy. He drops the Lucci, puts 3 back in, and kills the Whitebeard. So there goes like my chance to get around that blocker. But it's okay. I don't know what he gave the boost. Oh no, he didn't give a boost. Let's see. So I drop the queen here. I go -1. Draw off the queen. Draw into another queen and a rad beam. Man, like, I'm begging for a card to ramp with. I dropped the other Whitebeard because I don't think I'm going to get another turn to actually set this thing off. So I go ahead and swing 6 into life. And I tap the other to go another queen. I'm just digging more. And I just start blockering up. I'll pass it back. I mean, it's not crazy enough of a wall to actually stop a Lucci, or not Lucci, a Sakazuki for just eating it up because he has a Tashigi, he has a leader effect. But I did get the Rebecca off the field, which is nice. I'm trying to get that last life as hard as I can, because if I can get that last life with a rush card, that'd be great. But he has the Man Sherry, so he goes ahead, picks up, or puts it back to 3,000 Worlds, and is going to pick up a Rebecca. This is a very common pick, honestly. Like, it's just going to help him sustain so much. So he's counting out his Dawn. See, he's got 2 left, so he's got 8. I mean, 2 tapped. He's got 8 left. I go ahead and put these dice on because I am already figuring he's going to start minusing all my costs. So let's see. He decides to go 6 into life. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, I'm going to 1k Nami here. He goes 6 into life. 1k Queen. And I'm starting to realize, like, oh man, if he just clears this, like, I'm kind of screwed. But I decided to hold on to this last life as long as I can, because I just don't want to risk it. He goes Rebecca, and he grabs a Hina, plays the Hina, minuses the Queen, and he's got 2 Dawn left. So he just Hound Blazes, gives it to Tashigi, and swings 7 into life. I have to decide if I take it here. It looks like I have a 2k counter. I'm probably deciding if I'm going to try to end this game next turn, and I'm like, yeah, I think this game has to end next turn, there's no point. And I finally draw the Joro, but it's a little late. So I have to try to kill him through this board. There's no way I can game him with only 2 swings. I need a rush card to actually do it. So I have to decide here. I go 7, he has no cards in hand, so I kind of like am just using the Dawn to use it. I know he's going to Rebecca block it because he doesn't want to go down to 0 life with 0 cards in hand. And I'm thinking here, like, man, I could take this life if I swing the Queen, but he's got so many swings on board. He still has the Man Sherry, so he could just recycle his blocker. I have enough Dawn to go Law. No effect here because he doesn't actually have any cards in hand. I rest 1, or -1 with the Law effect to actually get another Dawn to ramp up with. For no reason, really, because, I don't know, I just wanted to do it, because I thought it'd be fun, you know. So now he's got 1 card in hand, and he's got a bunch of swings, and he still has the Man Sherry, so he's gonna get his Rebecca back. He actually cycles out a Man Sherry from hand, and I think I remember here, I actually told him, I was like, man, it doesn't even matter, you still have a Man Sherry. He goes, oh wait, I forgot I have this, and he goes ahead and uses it. But it's okay, we're just playing for fun. So he puts the Rebecca to the side, because he knows that's what he's going to get. Actually, he puts 1 back in, and picks up... I think he's going to pick up a Rebecca anyway, right? No, he picks up a Rob Lucci. He must have drawn a Rebecca for turn. Alright. He's counting out his Dawn and how he wants to make these swings here. So he goes into Shigi's, and he's going to minus my Law down to 2. And he plays Lucci to kill the Law. And now he's got 1 card in hand, which is the unknown card that he drew. So he goes 6 in, I have a 1k. And he's got 4 Dawn left, so he has to either establish a blocker and swing once, or swing multiple times. So he goes 6 again. I'm just happy he didn't go higher. I dropped a 2k counter, which is, it kind of sucks. He goes 4, he gets rid of the Man Sherry finally, plays the Rebecca. So he did draw Rebecca off the Man Sherry, so either way he got it. I have 1 card in hand, it's a Rad Beam. Let's see, he goes ahead. I go ahead and start my turn. I'm back at 10 Dawn. I have to figure out how to game him here. I do get a Nami, and I'm begging for a rush card. I'm like, I just need a rush card to get past this. And I'm looking, and I'm like, well, this is a rush card. This is what I asked for. And he's like, oh man, that's actually rush? He's like asking me about it. I'm like, yeah, if I have 8 or more Dawn, or maybe 10. So I go 7 because this is the last turn no matter what. He's got 1 card in hand, so I just want to make sure he can't even 2k counter out of it. And he draws off of his life, and he's looking. He drew a Great Eruption, I believe, off of life and didn't want to use it. He has a 2k counter. So I go ahead, I swing 6 with the Frankie. And I pass turn back, and I realized that, like, man, this is game. I can't actually get it. I needed the Zoro. If yeah, I'm showing him that my hand was 3 queens and 2 Whitebeards, and I'm like, man, it was a really good close game. If I had 1 more Dawn there, or if he just didn't have that 2k counter, I actually got it. But really, really good game. Those Rebecca blockers I just couldn't deal with. But that's the nature of Sakazuki, right? Like, you get down to the end game and you're just grinding with him. He's putting up blockers and recycling everything. But yeah, fun game. Gonna try to get some more games in later. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.